Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Baby, don't tell me no shoppiness. Every night, girl, I look in this. Eat it, but I ain't cooking it. Slowly rest my third foot in it. I don't care about no weakness. I just want the exclusiveness. They just need to mind their business. When I give you this, bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, girl, sit down. Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Bend down, let me slip in, baby. Bend down, let me slip in. Sit down, sit down, sit down.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 9:22 and it is time for our Talk to Me segment this morning. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Ari with me is Roleza. And the number to call for our open forum this morning is 457-9997. And also the number to WhatsApp 457-9997, where you can also place calls. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook at WEFM 99SVG. Roleza, what are we talking about this morning?
All right. So last night, as scrolling through social media, I came across a video of a parent who had a belt in her hand, right? To me, the accent sounds Trini. And it was a case where she was hitting a girl and a boy in public, right? From what it is I gathered from the video, the boy is her son, but she was also hitting the girl. It seems to me as if the boy and the girl may have been liming, and maybe she has spoken to the son before about maybe either liming there or not liming at all, or liming with the particular young lady, because when she hit the young lady, she said something to the effect of she's also going to tell her mother, as in the girl's mother, right? So both her son and the companion of her son were hit with a belt. And when I looked at it, and then I, of course, go into the comment section just to see what person's opinion on it was. And a lot of persons were actually in agreement with the mother flogging or beating her son in public. And it just left me with questions. The most important being, in your opinion, is beating or disciplining a child in public effective? And just to kick off the conversation, for me, I actually don't think that it is. What it is that I found interesting is that many persons were in agreement. And the thread of some of the comments was, if more persons or if more parents did this, that we would have better children within our society. But the reason why it is that I am not in agreement with it is because I am not one to believe that public embarrassment is an effective way to discipline a child. Right?
Embarrass them, yes. Embarrass them. Make them make them learn their lesson. My only problem with the video is how hitting the girl.
The other girl.
That ain't your child. You ain't responsible for this person. And I know a lot of older people believe in that nonsense. Mom, do not put your hands on me. Not my mother. I do not know you from anywhere. Do not put your hands on me.
You see, the thing of it is the public embarrassment of a child. I think of it in terms of the long-term lingering effects that it may have.
You must learn.
Right? The long-term. Let me tell you, there was one time that my mother slapped me with a newspaper.
And you learn.
The thing of it.
We have a call. Good morning, caller.
Hi, caller, morning.
Good morning, Risha.
What a wow. No, you did not get that correct. Let's try again.
Roleza. All right, let's go, caller.
And Ari.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. No, I don't find nothing wrong with hitting a child. if they do something really out of the way in the street.
Okay.
Then again, they have the age limit. Did they put on the age for the 2 children?
They're secondary school children.
close.
Yeah.
That in St. Vincent happen?
No,
No,
it seems like it's Trinidad. The accent sounds Trini to me.
Okay. Well, I'm saying if it the consent age, I don't think the mother should do that.
So you're saying if the child
if
is...
you want to speak,
Hold on, because you said the consent age just sounds so specific. So you're saying if the child is 16 and over, don't hit in public?
no, I'm not saying so. What I'm saying, if they're lying, I don't see that you should try hit a child for if they're lying, unless if you know the girl, something is wrong with the girl, like if she's a bad girl, bad influence or something. But then again, you cannot hit the girl neither.
Yeah, hit people children. You shouldn't hit people children.
They were in school
No,
clothes, eh?
if you want to do it with your son, you do it, but you cannot hit people child.
Yeah, you deal
That
with
is
your
wrong.
child.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that part, yes.
Yes, that is really wrong. And then again, to know, if a child do something really wrong, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you want to beat it, you beat it. Public home,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
If you're my child and you do something wrong in the street, I'm not gonna wait till I reach home to flag you. Because I reach home, I don't forgive you, so I'm gonna have it right there on spot.
But what about the public embarrassment? Because I was relating a
Which
story.
public embarrassment? Suppose you did something to embarrass me too.
Are you supposed to be home in my house? You out with woman on the street in your school uniform. I don't know what is the uniform for this school, but he short out the pants, everything. You embarrassing me already?
So then, if you embarrass me in the street, why can't I embarrass you back in the street?
Lord.
It depends on how, as I tell you right now, it depends on what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, which
I'm
is
not
fair.
going to flag you in the street, but it depends on what you do.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
caller.
caller.
You all have a great day.
Same
You as
to
well,
you.
thanks.
Now, someone else says, first of all, she's wrong to put her hand on someone else's child. Now, her son, yes. On the flip side of things, she can put her son down and have a talk with him. Where is the father in all of this?
Well, we don't know what the father is, but it's a mother who came upon the scene and she saw her son and a young lady, right?
Mhm.
So I was relating this story, and this is what I'm talking about embarrassment, right?
Let's say the story.
So we were at
Let's
that's
start
what
calling
you're here.
Searchlight. Let's start calling Searchlight.
I don't even. What was it? A searchlight? I don't even know. But my
Good
mother
morning,
had-
listeners. It is Ari and Searchlight here on Talk to Me today.
Yes, you love entrepreneurs. So yeah, we were at Junior Soca Monaco, Soca Calypso, whatever. It was Calypso, right? This was around
Junior.
Form 3.
Junior.
And so my mother was there. So I don't know what it is that I said to my mother. And this is why it is that I'm saying the
I
embarrassment.
hope your mother calling.
I hope, listen, don't put me on that kind of spot. The mommy wanted. I have grown and I'm a disciplined young lady.
I hope your mommy
you have no
should
reason
call
to call
in and give the story properly, because I sure your mommy remember what you do.
And this is the thing. So when it is that she slapped me, so she slapped me in front of my friends. A teacher was also there. And the thing of it, to this day, I still do not know what it is I was slapped for. So when you have to talk about disciplining or using it to be an effective means of disciplining, to me, it wasn't effective because all it did was embarrass me in front of my friends. And I still don't know what it is I get the slap for.
Mommy, Roleza is calling you out on national radio. The number to call is 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp 457-9997. Roleza said that she does not know why you hit her in public these couple years ago, and she does not think it was an effective way of parenting.
Yeah,
that is wild.
And I totally feel it.
and she is totally feelings, mommy, call it no. Please, we need the truth.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So sometimes it doesn't, to me,
Lord.
it wasn't
Someone says beat anyway, talk is wasting time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
this
if I agree with that.
So this is the thing. So many persons within our society think that beating is acceptable, right?
It is.
For me personally, I don't always think that beating should be a first resort, especially disciplining in public.
Look at that, a call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Oh, Jesus.
Good
Mommy,
morning,
you have-
Roleza's mother.
You're
How are you this morning?
Credit around just now.
I'm okay. Roleza, I did not like the way in which you spoke to your teacher. And that's why I
Oh,
slapped
she
you with
was
the
being
newspaper.
rude,
Oh, so,
mommy.
so I thought I was being rude to you or something.
No, you raised your voice to your science teacher, and that is why I slapped you there.
You learn your
With the
place
newspaper.
and don't embarrass your mommy like that in public. The first thing they will say is that is a reflection of your mother. Your mother didn't raise you right. Look at how you're speaking to an adult.
Good morning, mommy. How are you?
It's how well you know you had attitude for her before she called in. You were saying that it was not effective and she should not have done that in front of your friends.
Lord. All right, so mommy, at least now I know. So this is the point that I'm raising, right? In that when I got this stuff, I had no understanding of why it is I was being stopped. So how much ever decades later, must be 20 decades, no, a decade
20.
later, 20 years later, I understand why it is I was slapped at that time. All right?
Mommy, for the listeners who are paying attention to this discussion, what newspaper did you use?
I can't remember, but it may have been 3 newspapers because I normally buy 3
papers.
Wow.
They were rolled up.
They were rolled up.
You see, and now you've molded into a nice, well-rounded young lady. So now you know that's not how you speak to your teachers, and now you're able to co-parent with your niece, so your niece knows this is not how you speak to teachers.
Mommy, thank you, and have a really good day. All right?
Yes, all right.
All right.
Have a great day, Roleza's mom. Now you learn. It is effective. Look at you.
No,
you turned
but
out well. Look at you.
I turned out well despite being slapped. All right. So let's just leave it at that. But yeah.
You got 3 newspaper, 3 paper. Ariane 3 paper in the morning.
Right. So I don't know. I realize that many persons are of the opinion that yes, it's okay to discipline the children in public, but I tend to think of the lingering embarrassment that they face. And yes, I hear where you're coming from.
I believe in discipline as opposed to abuse. I don't expect you to have a tree branch or something running and you try beating your child in public. That's unacceptable. And then put up licks ain't real licks. I feel like put up licks could be termed as abuse because if it is, right? People always say you should not hit your child while you're angry. But if it is that you wait till they calm down and they pass, 2 days pass, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember. That have to be abuse. So you just up one day and beat your child for something that happened 2 days ago because you remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because I don't really like physical disciplining, right? I think that there are other effective ways that work with children, especially with the fact that, let's say they're growing up in this technological era. Take away their phone, take away the devices, shut off the internet. These are little things that we can do to be able to discipline them. But in terms of that long-lasting embarrassment, because you look at, okay, so in this example here, right? Now, while it is, I know that Ari is joking wrong. Ari could have, if he saw that back then and Ari and I were friends, he would have gone around calling me tree paper, right? So when I have to go through a school system being called tree paper
you're
into adulthood,
you're being called tree paper because you're rude. If you had spoken to your teacher properly and was in front of your mommy.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Ari. So is this lingering off of this one situation that happened? Yes, it is that I would have observed that.
We have another call tree paper. Good morning, mother.
Good morning, Ari. How are you?
I am well and well behaved.
You are well behaved?
Yes, I am.
Like you're on your best behavior this morning.
And I know how to speak to my elders. Unlike someone else in the studio who was reprimanded for it with 3 newspapers. I won't call names.
Roleza.
Hey, that's a coincidence. Roleza, good morning.
Harry, you see, as of today, man, you done. I want a new co-host, whoever manager of WEFM, program manager, station manager. I want a new co-host. I am not going to be dealing with this abuse on air. Okay. Good morning, Anita.
Good morning, sweetheart. How are you?
Listen,
Roleza, don't worry. You might hear a story about him that is worse, that he might stop coming to studio.
I mean, someone came right here on air and say, Ari, I remember you from Complex when your mother used to financial complex and you get like same planning. I used to get my
Mr. Weeks. It's probably Mr. Weeks who said it, I think.
I don't even remember who said it. But it was said on air, Anita.
but something, Roleza, I don't believe in hitting either.
Okay.
Hitting don't solve. I mean, my boys and I are from the same generation, and I don't think I hit them 3 or 4 times, and I discipline them. You know what I would do? I take away what means more to them. Because you hit them and then that wear away.
Lick school off.
Wait, I could take away your respect.
I don't believe in hitting. Now, I live near the playing field. You know where the playing field is, Ari?
Which playing field?
Up Redemption Shaft.
Oh, yes.
You're more than you don't know where
That's
I live.
what that's what I was saying. I was just there yesterday.
Okay, well, I heard you this morning.
Yeah.
And that guy who we are talking about, like, it is so sad because I know him from a child. He and my grandson were real buddies. But, he turned the other way. And this is not the first time. If you know the story, he got himself thing a couple of times and escaped. But, you can't always run forever. It is real sad. Somebody I know go up in my house with my grandson. I mean, like, when I say go up with visit, but call it for what it is. So, and I tell you, Arian, if my boys were going on the playing field, my house is right exactly by the playing field, just the gutter that they will step over and go on the playing field. And if my boys are going on the playing field and they're gonna move from there, I would let them know. Tell me if you're gonna move from there. If they go in Sweetside, we used to call that place up where that guy up Green Hill, Sweetside, all kind of mango. I tell my children, these are the things that I tell them I'll beat them for. If you go in Sweetside, Anta, we go in Sweetside. Don't tell me you go in Sweetside and then you go on in the sea. Now, if I hear somebody drunk, yes, I feel it. But then I say, oh Lord, Fat and Slim gone. That is the nickname. Gone Sweetside. But then you can't tell me that you're going Sweetside and you're going sea. Those are the things that will get me angry. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't believe in hitting. I believe in discipline. I say, okay, then you didn't do so the TV off, and things like that. Okay, no recess money. Walk with something from home. Then they want the little money that will hurt them more. They rather give them give them the recess money because when the friends buying a popsicle and whatever, they don't like to have the money. So you discipline. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So don't worry with the slap. It's all good. I wonder how much he get. Ask him how much he get from me.
No, I waited for Misha calling. You want Misha, right?
Yes.
I waited for Misha calling.
Misha is a street boxer.
Oh, you get boxing in public?
Misha has farm South Park. Not in public.
I never used to get any licks from my mom because I did afraid licks. Until now, I'm afraid it. I even afraid when they yell at me. But I used to get some pull here. So sometimes, if she called me, Anita, when I hear that kind of voice, I wonder, oh Lord, what it is I do? She tell me wash up the ways before she come home and I do everything. Sometimes she call me for a little toll, but I stop praying now I can get my hair pulled. So I might say, oh, we're crying for? You want something for crying for? But no licks.
Always that line.
Thank you very much.
You enjoy.
You too.
Thanks.
Okay.
I wouldn't
You're
read
not
that
reading
one.
it.
I would not read that one.
Why?
Yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, all right. So, yes. And under the comments, a lot of persons were of the opinion that, yes, disciplining your child and disciplining them on the spot helps to train them and to raise them into better molded persons, right? To avoid the situations that we have in society later on when it comes to ill-disciplined adults or adults who think that they could do what they want, right? But of course, here we are having a mixed opinion on this because while it is that I am for discipline, yes, I am not for disciplining in public in terms of physical discipline. So,
all right. So this is how I feel, all joke aside. I don't have a child. I never had to raise a child or anything like that. The closest I come to is my niece, and she's not living here. So I'm not raising her, right? But I do believe that it's different strokes for different folks. Some children react to you taking away their stuff differently. Because some children look at it as, okay, this is a temporary fix. So you could take away their phone, but they go to school and they could use their friend's phone. So they don't really care. And then when you travel and you see how other races deal with their children or other societies deal with their children and how they socialize their children, you realize I want my child to grow up like that in the Caribbean because some of these children are so rude and out of place
and time out business,
so out of place. I remember in Taiwan it's a little girl walking with her mother, and she's like, "Mama, what's your mother name?" Which is, why is he so black?
Oh wow.
Yes, wait,
wow.
your Caribbean mother,
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's a
They-
child.
wait,
They don't
hold
know
on.
any better.
Yeah, they don't. But what did the mother say though?
The mother laughed.
So you ain't respond?
My friend was with me, and my friend was like, in Chinese, why is she why are you so yellow? And the mother seemed annoyed by that.
And I guess because they were surprised at the fact that you could speak their language.
Yeah. Well, that was my friend. I didn't respond.
Oh, your friend wasn't
My friend was Vincent as well.
Oh, okay,
But she
okay.
was Indian.
Oh, okay. Mm.
But yeah. And some children are just really rude. When you're playing video games, there's some American children on it, you're hearing them, "Mom, shut up, I want to go play my game." And you're like,
yeah,
"Mom, what?"
Yeah. No, you know what the classic one for me when you're watching TV is "Get out of my room." So my room, and whose house is this room in? You know? So yeah.
So while like Anita, her children want you take away the stuff and they learn. And in other situations, there are children that you can sit with, have conversations with, and they learn right from wrong. In some situations, you really do need to bring down the heavy hand. And I do think that beating other people's children is completely out of the question. I am not. Now, there are some parents, or there are some people that give, parents, there are some parents that give permission to people to correct their children, but specific people. Now, I do not know if they're probably from the same village, or if the mother had a conversation, or I don't want to believe they're relatives because it look like a kind of dating thing. Now, if it is, they were, that's why I got
you mean
from the
disciplining?
video.
Oh, like that's you. Oh no, I thought you meant who has the authority to discipline.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back to the video now.
Right.
I do not know if it is that they're from the same village or something, and the mother knows, or maybe they already had an agreement. The parents already had an agreement, so she feels comfortable.
Right.
Say, stay away from my son and whatever. But to hit someone else's child, I will never be in agreement with that. Now, but to different children, it's you discipline them different, and I think that is why it's important. Once again, I don't have children, but I think it's important to know your child, so you will know what is effective and what isn't effective, and you cannot always apply it to when you are growing up. Because I would tell you, my brother has 2 daughters, and they're 2 completely different daughters.
I know about that firsthand, but anyways.
Completely different daughters. And the way you deal with one is not the same way you deal with another one, because it won't be effective.
Yeah.
So you have to know your children. You have to know how you want your children to be. And again, you can't mold your child into yourself. And I think parents need to stop doing that. You cannot mold your child into yourself, but you can try to have them you could try to raise them to be a respectable person in society.
So you want some dollar bills? What you want? $20, $100 thrown at your feet this morning? Because I don't know, you've been going on with a little preaching thing.
Oh, sorry. I try my best. So somebody on the WhatsApp says, "Good morning, Ari. Roleza, that's your new name now. 3 papers."
You see, this is what I'm talking about, society. This is how people get nicknames attached to them in stupid ways. I am not for it.
Shout out your mother this morning.
Yes, morning, mommy.
But yeah, right, the beating of people, children now. But it's ultimately up to the parents of how they want to discipline their children.
All right. So the time is now 9:44, and we are going to jump right into our community dateline.